Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam class ki. Good morning, welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam. We're in Canto 1, and we're on chapter 15, and the verse is number 7. The chapter is entitled, The Pandavas Retire Timely. Yat samshraya drupad geham Yat samshraya drupad geham upagatanam.
Yat samshraya drupad
geham upagatanam. Rajnam swayamvara mukhe smara durmadanam. Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Sajikritena danusadigata cha Krishna. Does anybody know a better tune?
Yeah.
Do you know a better tune?
I'm sorry.
Do you know a better rhythm?
Yat samshaya drupadageham upagatanam.
Okay. Yat samshraya drupadageham upagatanam. Rajnam swayam varamukhe smaranam durmadanam. Jam swayam varamukhe smara durmadanam. Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Sajikritena danusadadi. Sajikritena danusadigata cha Krishna. Sajikritena danusadigata cha Krishna. Yat samsraya drupadageham upagatanam. Samsraya drupadageham upagatanam. Rajnam swayam varamukhe smara durmadanam. Rajnam swayam varamukhe smara durmadanam. Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Sajikritena danusadigata cha Krishna. Sajikritena danusadigata cha Krishna. Thank you. Would you like to say the verse?
Yat samshaya drupadageham upagatanam.
Yat samshraya drupadageham upagatanam.
Ratyam swayam varamukhe smara durmadanam.
Rajnam swayam varamukhe smara durmadanam.
Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya.
Tejo ritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya.
Sajikritana danusadigata cha Krishna.
Saji Kritena Danusadi Gata cha Krishna. Anybody else will try? Yad samsraya drupada geham upagatanam. Rajnam swayam varamukhe smaradurmadanam. Teja hritam kalumaya bihatascha matsya. Saji kritena danusadi gata cha Krishna. Okay, I'll go for the word for word. Yad, by who's merciful. Samshrayat, by strength. Drupada Geham, in the palace of King Drupad. Upagatanam, all those assembled. Rajnam, of the princes. Swayamvara Mukhe, on the occasion of the selection of the bridegroom. Smaradurmadanam, all lusty in thought. Teja, power. Hritam, vanquished. Kalu, as it were. Maya, by me. Abhihata, pierced. Cha, also. Matsya, the fish target. Saji Kritena, by equipping the bow. Danusha, by that bow also. Adigata, gained. Cha, also. Krishna, Draupadi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Only by His merciful strength was I able to vanquish all the lusty princes assembled at the palace of King Drupad for the selection of the bridegroom. With my bow and arrow, I could pierce the fish target and thereby gain the hand of Draupadi. Purport. Draupadi was the most beautiful daughter of King Drupad, and when she was a young girl, almost all the princes desired her hand. But Drupad Maharaj decided to hand over his daughter to Arjuna only, and therefore contrived a peculiar way. There was a fish hanging on the inner roof of the house, under the protection of a wheel. The condition was that out of the princely order, one must be able to pierce the fish's eyes through the wheel of protection, and no one would be allowed to look up at the target. On the ground, there was a water pot in which the target and wheel were reflected, and one had to fix his aim toward the target by looking at the trembling water in the pot. Maharaj Drupad well knew that only Arjuna, or alternately Karna, could successfully carry out the plan. But still he wanted to hand his daughter to Arjuna. And in the assembly of the princely order, when Drishtadumna, the brother of Draupadi, introduced all the princes to his grown-up sister, Karna was also present in the game. But Draupadi tactfully avoided Karna as the rival of Arjuna, and she expressed her desires through her brother Drishtadumna that she was unable to accept anyone who was less than a Kshatriya. The Vaishyas and the Sudras are less important than the Kshatriyas. Karna was known as the son of a carpenter, a Shudra. So Draupadi avoided Karna by this plea. When Arjuna, in the dress of a poor Brahmana, pierced the difficult target, everyone was astonished. And all of them, especially Karna, offered a stiff fight to Arjuna. But as usual, by the grace of Lord Krishna, he was able to emerge very successful in the princely fight and thus gain the valuable hand of Krishna, or Draupadi. Arjuna was lamentingly remembering the incident in the absence of the Lord, by whose strength only he was so powerful. Om Jnanatim Randasya Gina Gina Shalakaya Chakshur Umilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishnavanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Haripriya Anchakalpatribhyascha Kripa Sindhibhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Before beginning this class, I'd like to ask for the blessings of all the assembled Vaishnavas, devotees, that you may bless me, that somehow we may speak something that is relevant and valuable in our devotional lives. So, this chapter is titled The Pandavas Retire Timely. And this is Arjuna speaking here. And he's remembering Lord Krishna who used to stand next to him and give him directions and act as his friend and chariot driver, his servant, and how he succeeded in so many things. In the Battle of Kurukshetra, so many were defeated by Arjuna. But Arjuna is remembering here because Krishna is now absent and he's feeling Krishna's separation. And he's remembering, Krishna, I can't really do anything without your mercy. Even winning the hand of Draupadi, you gave me the strength, you gave me the power, you gave me the ability to win Draupadi's hand. So, this is called Smarana, remembering the Lord. In this verse, Arjuna is remembering his past and his life with Krishna. And this is what we do before we retire, before we leave this world. Are you having trouble hearing?
Well, it's just my ears too, but maybe the mic could be more chipped up.
And maybe if I face you a little bit. Is that better? before we leave this world, and as we get older, well, let's start when we're younger. When we're younger, we have all of our plans for our life. We're planning our life. We're planning all the things we're going to do and where we're going to go and who we're going to meet and how many kids we're going to have. We're planning our life. And then in the middle of our life, we're doing all these things to have all the things that we want. And at the end of our life, as we get older, there's a lot more time behind us than there is in front of us. And so we have a tendency much more to reflect. And we reflect back and we remember incidences in our life. And so here Arjuna is reflecting back. And, Krishna is absent now. And it's hard for the devotees to go on in the absence of Krishna. And they fully feel and fully realize that everything they have, all knowledge, all remembrance, even their forgetfulness, all their abilities come from Krishna. They actually have these realizations, and sometimes the realizations become more prevalent. Just like now, Arjuna is remembering how he did the impossible, and not only did he pierce the fish's eye and win Draupadi, but then there was a fight with so many princes afterwards. They challenged Arjuna, and he also was able to defeat all those persons. So in our life, we have so many plans for our life, so many things that we want to do, how to please Krishna, how to please Guru, how to please Prabhupada. And we have a certain amount of energy, and so oftentimes we think, oh, I am accomplishing so much, I'm good at doing this, I can do that, I can produce this result. And sometimes we forget that actually all ability, in fact our very existence, is completely dependent on Krishna. Every breath we take, the air that we're breathing in, to our lungs, the way our lungs are functioning and carrying that oxygen to our body and to our brain so we can think. And even if our brain is fully functioning, Krishna's in charge of our remembrance and our forgetfulness. But Krishna gives us something. He gives us a gift where we have full freedom. Does anybody know what that gift is that Krishna gives us, where we have completely full freedom? He puts no limits on that gift. Does anybody know what that gift is?
Free will.
Free will, something like that. Devotional service. He gives us the ability to desire. Yeah, he gives us the free will, the ability to desire. And he is fulfilling our desires since time immemorial. You can desire anything you want, anything, anything. So our plans that we make in our heads, our plans are a manifestation of our desires. And Krishna can help to fulfill our desires. And yet oftentimes, when we look back and we see maybe where we are now, we may lament some things in the past. Oh, look what I have now, or look what I don't have now, and lament, how is it that I got what I have now or what I don't have now? How did this happen to me? How am I where I am? And sometimes we look to blame other people or blame circumstances, the environment, or we blame our karma. We blame the spiritual master. We blame so many things. But what is it that has gotten us where we are right now? What has gotten us what we have right now?
Our desire?
Our desires. Absolutely. We have everything to do with what we have now. But oftentimes we're not aware of our desires. Krishna's more aware of our desires than we are. And a lot of times we have mixed desires. Yes, Krishna, I do want pure devotional service. And it would be nice if I had a great husband and some good kids that were Krishna conscious and, maybe a house and, it'd be nice to have all those things too, so I could comfortably serve you and remember you. So we want to really look at, what is it that we're desiring? What are we desiring? And what desires are preventing us from moving forward with our spiritual desires? So a lot of times our desires are hidden even from our own perception. We might not be so clear, I want a husband and good kids and a house. We might have just very, very subtle desires. Like, yes, I want your devotional service, Krishna, but I don't want to have to suffer. I want it to be easy. Yes, I want your devotional service, but I don't want any challenges. That's a desire. Now, devotional service technically is pure devotional service. There is practicing devotional service, which is sadhana bhakti, but pure devotional service has two qualities. Does anybody know what those two qualities are? Pure devotional service? Unmotivated and uninterrupted. Ahaitukya priyata. Unmotivated and uninterrupted. Unmotivated. So, if I have these hidden motivations, yes, I want your devotional service, but I don't want to suffer and I don't want too many challenges. That's a motivation. It's a desire. Pure devotional service is, okay, Krishna, I wanna serve you. Unmotivated and uninterrupted. If we say that, then we want to be willing to take whatever comes our way. Now we look, and we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam every day, and we see that the devotees of Krishna who came to this Brajabhumi, this earthly planet, they suffered a lot. They went through a lot of trials and tribulations. I mean, Arjuna had to fight his own grandfather and his own teacher and people that he honored and his relatives and cousins. And that was a huge challenge. He really didn't want to do that. Draupadi, when her hand was won by Arjuna, this was like, oh great, I've got Arjuna as my husband. And then Arjuna brought Draupadi home, and Kunti didn't even look up. Kunti said, divide whatever you brought home equally among your other brothers. So all of a sudden, Draupadi didn't just have one husband, she had 5 husbands. And how to balance that out and manage, 5 separate households and relationships without any conflict. That's quite challenging. Queen Kunti had to watch as her sons, the Pandavas, the 5 Pandavas, were threatened, and their lives were threatened many times. And she had so many austerities she performed, so many painful things. And her first pain was that she knew that Karna is actually Arjuna's older brother. And she knew this, but she really couldn't reveal it to anybody. She didn't reveal it to anybody until the very end. So she had to watch her oldest son being fought against and fighting against the other 5 Pandava brothers. How painful that is. So these austerities that these devotees have performed and that are explained in Srimad Bhagavatam are there to have us deepen our relationship with Krishna. Devotional service is not a cheap thing. It's not something you get at the dollar store. Pure devotional service is unparalleled. Pure devotional service means we get to have a relationship with Krishna and serve Krishna and Krishna's devotees unlimitedly. Unlimitedly. And Krishna can fill so many of our desires in how we want to serve in pure devotional service. There are so many different rasas. Mother Yasoda is Krishna's mother. He's the source of all creation, but she's his mother. She's his source. And he has to listen to her, at least sometimes. And in this month, she becomes very challenged by Krishna's naughtiness. Very challenged. You know the story of Damodar? She actually was chasing him for a long time. And her sari was falling off. And then when she caught him, she was trying to tie him up. And the rope kept being short. What a challenge. They actually kept bringing ropes all day long. All day long they were tying ropes and trying to bind him. All day long. It was an all-day affair. Finally, the last straw that actually made it work was Radharani took her hair ribbon and they tied that to the rope. And with Radharani's love and Mother Yasoda's love combined, Krishna was bound. But they had a challenge. They were challenged. So pure devotional service can be challenging. If it's not challenging, it could be very boring. So Krishna makes it exciting. He makes it challenging. And he makes it challenging even in this lifetime for us. So we want to look, what are our motives? What are our hidden desires? Do I want it to be easy? Do I want it to be easy? What are my sense gratifications? What are my hidden motives? And as we distinguish and uncover our hidden motives, as we offer those motives to Krishna, okay, Krishna, yes, I have this addiction to planning. I plan. I have this addiction to planning. I make all my plans and then I expect you to fulfill my plans. Krishna, please, I really desire somehow, have me be that addicted to serving you. Let me be that addicted to serving you. Let me offer my plans and then see, what are your plans, Krishna? What are your plans? What would you like me to do? Rather than me desiring and then you fulfilling my desire, that's like Krishna being the order supplier. What would you like me to do, Krishna? Wow. Am I ready for that? Well, we'll find out, because Krishna will send all these challenges. And then in those challenges, we're able to see and look at, oh, what's preventing me from meeting this challenge? My fear. What's preventing me from meeting this challenge? My avoidance of pain. And as we distinguish all our hidden motives and offer those motives to Krishna, I want to give up my fear, Krishna, give my fear to you, and just trust you completely that even though this seems excruciatingly challenging and painful, I will do this for you. Can we offer all of our motives to Krishna? And when we offer our motives to Krishna, then when we reflect back on our life, we can see that actually Krishna is the one that helped us to meet every single one of those challenges. Even the challenges in offering service to Krishna, even the challenges we meet in becoming purified, Krishna gives us the ability to meet those challenges. As we pray to Krishna, Krishna gives us the ability. We think that we are the doer, but that mentality is the mentality of, it's the mentality of a demon. I am the doer. I am producing this result. A devotee always remembers that Krishna is giving me all ability to remember, to forget, to speak. All ability comes from Krishna. And Arjuna is remembering this, and we can learn from this verse to be grateful and thankful and remember all the times that Krishna's helping us, and remember all the ways today that Krishna's helping us. Thank you, Krishna. So I'm sure maybe when I read the verse, maybe some of you thought of other things or had other things to share, or some questions or comments. So now is the time for anybody who wants to share. Please. Go ahead, please. Thank you.
I'm reading the biography of Srila Prabhupada. Of Srila Prabhupada, of Srila Sastri Maharaj, or hearing from other devotees that were there. Srila Prabhupada saw his dealings with others. We saw that he treated different disciples differently, as far as his instructions and different things. So he would apparently, he'd be pretty strong with some of his devotees, like Tamal Krishna Maharaj or Vrindaban or Hare Krishna, even know where they were at, let's say, he's very perceptive. So he would encourage others and just say, why don't you do this for Krishna? What would you like to do for Krishna? And then he'd tell Tamal Krishna Maharaj, I want you to go to China. And he would say, I really don't want to, so he would, like you were mentioning about praying to Krishna about, to please allow us to please you, and not that I want my sense gratification fulfilled in this process of devotion or something. And, but can we not qualify it to Krishna and say, I want to do what you want me to do, but I don't want you to give me too much that I'm going to become so disturbed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Krishna gives us that freedom. And we can't jump. We can't jump. If we are where we are, and our consciousness is where our consciousness is, and we have a certain number of attachments. And it's said that actually if a king had all his attachments ripped away all at once, he would die. So, it's a balance. So we definitely, Krishna knows us, and he knows that we need a balance. And sometimes if it's too challenging, we can even say, Krishna, this is a little too much. I need a little time to catch up here. I can't handle this. And Krishna will, he'll listen to us. So what I'm talking about is we want to be aware of our own self. And we want to be aware of where we are and where we aren't. And then we can actually, pray with humility. If we're praying like, okay, I'm doing all this great service, but, we're not recognizing that Krishna's the one that's really doing it. And we're not recognizing maybe we have motives for profit, adoration, and distinction, that's not actually going to help us fulfill our desire for pure devotional service. But if we're aspiring for pure devotional service and we have challenges and we're honest with Krishna, like, okay, I know a devotee shouldn't be angry, but right now I'm feeling really angry. Can you help me to reconcile this anger and find out where this anger is coming from and let go of this anger? So we're going to ask Krishna for help to let go of our motivations and our sense gratification piece by piece, because we're attached. We don't know how to let go of it. If we knew how to let go of it, we would have let go of it already. So we need Krishna's help even to let go of our attachments. But if we don't recognize our attachments, we may not specifically ask for Krishna to help us to let go of it, and so it may continue to perpetuate. So what I'm suggesting is for us to become aware of our attachments and what is holding us back, and then pray to Krishna to help us to let go of those as a step-by-step process. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, certainly. I mean, Krishna, if it was so easy, I just want pure devotional service, just give it to me now. Well, Krishna knows where we're at. He knows we've got 100 steps to get there. We may not know that we have all those steps. We may think, oh, no big deal. This is easy. I'm going to surrender. When I first became a devotee, I gave all my money and I really wanted to surrender. I said, I surrendered everything. I'm ready. Let's go. I didn't realize how much more there was to surrender inside, all those subtle things. So as we can recognize the subtle things that we're holding on to, we can pray, oh, Krishna, I'm so attached to my mind. I'm so attached to my plans. Please let me be that attached to you. It was my prayer this morning during japa. So as we recognize our attachments, then we can make prayers to overcome those subtle challenges, specific prayers. We can take responsibility for our desire. We don't have to think, what's going on here? I'm chanting. Why aren't I getting anywhere? Well, what are you doing while you're chanting? Where is your mind really at? Are you really being attentive? Are you fully attentive? Krishna, help me be attentive. We can't even chant. I mean, really, think about it. This process is so simple. Chant and hear, right? Chant and hear. Exert a few little mouth muscles and some hearing muscles and clearing away the mind. Right? But it's the biggest austerity in this day and age. Krishna made it really simple because it's Kali Yuga. No big deal, right? Chant and hear, right? Kali Yuga, we can't even do that without Krishna's help. So, yeah, we need help. But we want to recognize that we need help, and that's an important thing. When we recognize we need help, and we recognize that whatever we do is only by the grace of Krishna, that is a proper attitude to develop the mood of service. So, yeah. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions or comments? This young lady here?
Hare Krishna.
Hi, Krishna.
Thank you for a nice class.
Hare Krishna.
For someone who's coming newly into Krishna consciousness, how would you recommend that we dovetail our current desires in Krishna consciousness?
Well, the answer is dovetailing. I don't know what specific desires they are, but ask Krishna, how can I use this in your service? And a lot of times what we do, even sometimes we'll work and we'll make money, and then we offer the money as an offering to Krishna. That's, something that anybody can do. But always asking the question, how can I use this talent in your service? How can I use this talent in your service? How can I use this talent in your service? When you ask questions to Krishna, Krishna will answer you. But if you say, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm planning, and I want to do this, there's no question there. And so you're kind of asking Krishna to be your servant. But if you have the service mentality, okay, this is where I'm at right now, Krishna, and I'm really attached to this gift that you gave me. I really like whatever it is, singing, or I like it a lot. How can I use this in your service? And how can this service forward me in my mentality? So if you have the attitude of service, then Krishna can reveal to you how it can serve him. But if you have the attitude, I'm going to do this, and this is going to be my service, you might be missing some input from Krishna, which is very helpful. Does that make sense? Yeah, just praying to Krishna all the time. Okay, now what? Now what do you want me to do? Well, what about today? And what about, like every day I can ask Krishna, okay, what do you got in store for me today? What's today going to be about? What are we going to talk about in class today? So every day you can ask Krishna, show me, help me to see. And it's exciting then. It becomes exciting because you're developing your relationship with Krishna. It's not one answer. There's not just one answer to that question. Krishna may give you a different answer every day. That's exciting. Anybody else have any comments, questions, additions, corrections? Hi, Krishna. Haribol.
My apologies for being late. I'm sure I really missed out on some more gems.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that again?
I said, I'm sorry I came late.
Oh.
I'm sure I missed out on some gems.
Oh.
But the part that I did come in on, apparently I needed to hear about planning. And it just reminded me that in my kitchen I have this sign, and it simply says, and I'll let you extrapolate whatever you want from it, but it simply says, we plan, God laughs.
Yes, we plan and God laughs. Yes. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
And I know on more than one occasion he's been holding his sides, laughing at me.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, we want to recognize that. Yeah. So, and the thing is, when we recognize it, okay, then we can do something about it. But if we're like in total denial, I'm fine, I'm doing good here, I'm a good devotee, then we're really, that attitude might have us trip up. Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody else with any comments, questions, additions? Thank you all for coming and for your kind attention and for your blessings. And prasadam is going to be served in the prasadam room back here. So all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam, and all glories to the assembled devotees. Vanchakalpatubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Let me get out of here.